This is the award-winning Car Talk Show in Wheel Time. Just ahead, we talk with Michael Thomas from Pennzoil.
Maybe.
About...
I haven't found him yet.
Now, Mars gives me this list of guests that we're going to have. And then he tells me, as we're about to get to him, that no,
he's not answering he's not on it. He's not answering his text.
Well,
I'm looking.
So that's your problem.
I'm
Mars.
working on it, though.
Well,
I was trying to save you.
His publisher
little
said
bit.
it was good to go. So
Mars,
blame
you're
it on
not
them.
saving me anything.
He's trying to
not
save
Mike's
you
fault.
embarrassment,
Giving
Don.
me the headache.
I'm
is
on
what
Mike's
it is.
side with this.
We're going to review our featured vehicle of the week, the Acura TLX. We've got your weekly cruise-in calendar. Conrad has This Week in Auto History, and we'll have the stories making automotive news headlines this week. That and more just ahead on today's In Wheel Time Car Show. Howdy along with Mike out of this world, Mars. Or should I say Mike No-Show Mars. King Conrad DeLong. We need more Jeff Zekin. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this Saturday. It's hot around these parts.
How hot
It's not
is
too
it?
hot.
It's as hot as Simone Biles trying to get into the Olympics.
So what's your opinion on that?
No, don't go there. Don't go there. We started that. We
Get
don't wanna
your
hear
butt
it.
out there and play.
Okay. Well, Conrad and I feel that our mental capacity right now, we need to leave the show.
I think that here, I can take care of that. Let's see. You're off.
Bye-bye.
And you're off. Mars, it's just you and me. No, I'm sorry.
No, we got Mr. Thomas is. Hang on, don't go away yet.
Okay, why?
Because I'm working on it. He's here. I just got to get him logged in.
Okay, yeah. No, absolutely not. You sir are a non-entity on this show because you exited yourself out of there.
No, I didn't.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Well,
Yes,
yeah,
we
but we
can.
can kind of see.
Yeah, we got
just from the nose down.
Yeah, we got about half your
You got
cameras
something
gone.
blocking your camera.
Yeah.
It's half the camera. Hold on, guys.
Okay.
Let's see. Let's
Put
see
him up
something.
there, Mike. Jeff, put him
Jeff.
up there.
Hold on, guys.
There you go. There he is.
It's kind of like Max Headroom here.
Hold on. Can you guys see me?
We
Well,
can see. We
We
can
can
your
see you
nose
from
down.
the nose down.
Hold on a second.
That's
We need to
it is a
switch
mighty
Looks like
fine
you got
nose.
something over the top of the camera. Something
Yeah.
blocking
Let-
the
see,
top
you
of the
know what?
camera.
I got two cameras, but you know what? Let's just turn one off, and hopefully you can see me here. Let me turn this.
I'm going to
one
leave it
off.
on because this looks fun.
Hey,
It's
guys.
like, guess who this is?
Yeah.
It's the mystery man.
What's
from
my
Pennzoil.
line?
We'll reveal them at the end of the show.
There you go. Hey, give me about 3 seconds, fellas.
Okay.
1, 2.
A three.
And voila!
Hey!
All right.
There he is.
Ta-da.
Okay, guys.
Hey, you apparently have gone to the Jeff Zekin
Hey,
and
hey,
Mike Mars
hey.
School of Zooming.
Zooming.
That's it.
Oh my goodness! You guys see me clearly because this is wild. This is just too wild for words. Let's make sure.
Well-
enough light. Hey, enough lighting for me. I'm not too.
No,
You
no,
you're good,
perfect.
You
you're
look
good.
beautiful. You could tilt the camera down just a little bit because you got a little max headroom going on there.
There you go.
A little bit more. There you go.
And now we
Yeah.
can see the Pennzoil logo on the shirt and everything. There you go.
There you
Perfect.
go.
Perfect.
And you're in your gaming chair. You're ready to go.
Yeah.
And guys, can you see that? I hope it's not backwards.
There you go.
Talking
There
about
you
cars
go.
for hours.
I
Yeah.
can talk cars all day long.
That's what we do all the time.
Oh my goodness.
At least three.
So Michael Thomas is Mr. Pennzoil, and we are so glad to have you here, man. Thanks for taking your time on Saturday morning to join us, hey?
Oh man, I'm loving it. I love this. Anytime.
Hey, where are you located physically?
I am in Houston, Texas.
Okay,
Awesome.
good.
Okay.
Well, so are we, kind of. We're out here in Sugar Land, so we're not too
You
far
guys
away.
in Sugar Land. Oh, jeez. We've probably seen each other if we go to any car functions.
Absolutely, we have.
Houston
yeah.
Auto Show or any of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cars and coffee.
Cars
all
and coffee.
that?
You're going to go to Coffee and Chrome tomorrow at Prince's Hamburgers at the Sharpstown Golf Course.
Well, I guess I will go now. I have to pull out the. I'm gonna have to pull out the Mark One. I'm telling
Yeah,
you.
absolutely.
there you go.
Starts at 9 o'clock.
So we want to talk to you about lots of things, mainly
Yes.
Pennzoil, if that's okay. We can focus in on that.
Okay.
And I wanted to, first of all, ask you about this new advertising campaign that you guys have, where you really focus in on Pennzoil is made from natural gas. I didn't know that.
Where you guys been?
Well,
we've been in Houston where they use oil.
We've been confined to. I understand.
Yeah,
Well,
but this line of oil has been out for a while.
I know, but we're clearly uneducated when it comes to this. So
Speak for
explain
yourself.
to me when it comes to oil for your car made from gas. How does that work?
Okay, made from natural gas. We got to throw that part in.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Okay, this process has been around for many years. It's nothing new. Some people think it just came out of the woodworks, but it's not. We're talking several generations. We're looking at the same thing we cook on the stove, kind of the natural gas on the stove there. But we're talking this is pure out of the ground. And once this is pumped out, because again, I'm not one of the chemists. I'm one of what we call an old school gearhead. But you get the natural gas, and we're talking the droplets of natural gas is pure. We're talking it's not crude oil like the Texas tea, but this natural gas is pure. And when we get this out of the ground, you get the droplets, which are clear, 95.5% pure of any of what we call the contaminants and impurities that you have to filter out when you get crude oil and do all that process just to get it ready to put the other additives in it so we can put it in our cars. But it's already clean. Now, once we get that, and we're talking clear, pure, what we used to call it pure plus technology, or gas to liquid. Once we get that, we don't have to go through that whole process. It's already clean. That base oil is unbelievable to be so clean. Then you add your other additives, your friction modifiers, anti-foaming agents, and all the other additives that you need to have for motor oil to do its job. So again, that base oil, 80% of motor oil is made of base oil. 20% is made of the additive package that you have to add to it. So again, base oil is, up to a lot of people say, what base oil is the most important part of motor oil.
Right.
And that's what our full synthetic, our Pennzoil Platinum and Pennzoil Platinum Ultra is made of that base oil, which it seems to be pretty superior if you look at it. If we get into the racing side of the business and all of that on how that oil is in the winning circle quite a bit. Just that base oil, which everybody can get. We can get that from, the local parts store.
Okay.
And your new these new brands are all SP certified for the latest API certification that's out there.
You better believe it. We are usually the first when it comes to meeting the what we call the current American Petroleum Institute rating. Because if you take, for instance, you got the new ILSAC rating, which is GF6.
European.
Definitely. And that is, we're looking at lower, or I would say thinner viscosities. Some of us, a lot of the old school guys that called me on my technical hotline, they're all worked up because, hey, I don't think this thin oil is going to cut it in my. You're looking at engines and technology now. We're not talking about our old big block, small block cast iron engines we played with years ago.
You're talking about 0.16 weight is factory fill.
See, what we used to refer to back in my day as sewing machine oil,
right,
that really thin.
Very much
yes.
So. But that
3 in 1.
0.16 factory fill.
That's right.
The can that goes.
But guys, we have to meet. I tell guys all the time, look, I'm old school. I was all about 2050 and 1040. I used to do a lot of drag racing in Virginia back in the day, in the 70s. So I'm telling you, I said, look, right now, we have to go by the rules. These engines, we're talking aluminum alloyed engines, clearances and tolerances are tight. You guys know. So we have to meet the what we call the new. And I'll be honest, we are always on top of things. We're not trying to brag too much, but again, we're the first guys to come out with the 0W16 in North America to meet the CAFE, the corporate average fuel economy specs that are out there. Your oil has to meet those criterias. Well, so and then I can keep on talking, guys.
Yeah. Well, another thing about the new SP oil specification has to do with LSPI, which is low speed pre-ignition. All engines ingest a little bit of oil just in their normal operation.
Pass the rings.
As the compression ratio has raised in the engine, you will get those oil droplets will ignite like a diesel oil would, and create a spark knock problem at low speeds. So this latest oil specification is about reducing this LSPI problem that lots of manufacturers.
Doesn't that cause the carbon in the wall and the cylinder?
Yep. That
Yes.
causes the carbon packing in the ringland area, which creates more blow-by, which creates more oil droplets in the induction system.
So
and
it
more
compounds
LSPI.
itself.
Oh, yeah.
I have a question about the SP. Now, folks don't know, the consumer doesn't know, but there's SP on all kinds of oil, even the cheap stuff, the 98 cents a quart type thing.
they meet
If
that.
you
Have
look
to.
at the SP on the back of a cheap bottle of oil, some of them say not for engine consumption. I've read that. It's a true statement. If you look at some of the oil that's out there that's really inexpensive, cheap, it does say that. Because when I worked for the distributor, we used to laugh at that. I had another one, but never mind. I'll think of it here in a second.
No problem. I like the fact that you brought up. This won't take but like a second. Like you said, the low-speed pre-ignition. We have been on top of that from day one when our certain EcoBoost type of engines and the GM boys talking about bent rods. And look, I got to tell you guys, I've seen it, and it's amazing just by it. And I have to brag again, Pennzoil with this natural gas base oil pretty much eliminated that right off the bat. Because you had to reformulate your oil. The other guys had to reformulate their oils because, again, when this happened, when you had your S, we're looking at SN. This was happening in SN category in 2012, 13, 14, 15. And then pretty much oil was tested. We were right there. They had to come out with an SN plus.
Right.
Tell
which
everybody,
is
please.
the middle one before
The
they
middle
created-
one, which is
before
gone.
they did
But
SP.
yeah, but definitely you have to have that SP oil category to meet these
Do you guys still
standards.
Do you guys still have your research lab up there in the Woodlands?
No, we don't. I was there living in the Woodlands at that research lab, but we are on the west side because, again, we are part of Shell. With Shell.
Okay, so you're out there at the
and-
Highway 6 Research Center.
Exactly. We closed our Woodlands research lab about 18, 19 years ago.
Well,
we-
talk about old school, Don.
That's right, Don. So we're out here in this huge one out here at Highway 6
Yep.
out here in West Houston.
No
Yep.
wonder he can't get in.
The key doesn't work anymore.
It don't work.
Well, another thing Pennzoil's real big on, and
Yes.
mainly because we're kind of car nuts as well.
Yes.
You guys do a ton of automotive sponsorship, motorsports sponsorship.
Yes.
Whether it's
Yes.
NHRA, and I believe at NHRA it's the.
Oh, of course,
it's
Don
the
Schumacher
Schumacher
Racing.
team, right?
We're already knocking that out of the park with our top fuel dragsters and funny car crew.
Right.
That's Don. Not to mention Penske Racing.
Right.
But, our oil was in the winner's circle at Indy just this past couple of months.
What kind of oil does an Indy engine run?
You know what? You have to use an oil right off the shelf. This is what Indy states. So it uses a 0W20 racing oil that you can order it on Amazon.
Do they really?
have to-
Seriously?
It's a racing oil. And again, that's what they state. If you're going to have an Indy car, you got to have an oil that can be picked up by the average.
I learned
Joe
something
guy.
new. That's
I'll be darned.
pretty
I know
cool.
that.
Hey guys, it's expensive, but you
you can't get it.
Money
But
is
you
no
can't-
object on
There's
his
no
wheels.
object when it comes to racing.
Right,
That's right.
Yeah.
It's not like Penske doesn't have deep pockets.
Oh my goodness! And think about it. We're in the Hennessy. John Hennessy, who's about to get out here and try to break that land speed record again, because it's been back and forth.
Is he going to go back? Is he going to go back to Hanford, California?
I don't know exactly, but I know he's got our Pennzoil again, our full synthetic with natural gas to run that again, because he did it. He did it a while back
in the Venom, yeah.
And the Venom, definitely.
So I have to ask you.
Yes.
I have to ask you about Mobile One. I know it's not your brand, but do you have a competitor to Mobile One?
Yeah.
Yes, our Pennzoil Platinum or our Pennzoil Ultra Platinum. People ask, hey, you got two of them. Our Pennzoil Ultra Platinum, made from natural gas, has a more robust detergent That's what you find. And you got to remember, guys, we're factory filling all the Hellcats, all the Demons, Ferrari, Maserati. It's a number of big boys we factory fill. So, I mean, people ask me all the time. I get that question on my technical hotline. Oh boy, can you beat Mobile? We don't sit out here and bash anybody. Mobile makes a good oil, but I got to tell you, their base oil is not ours. So you're looking at my line of oils made from natural gas. Oh, now hands down.
Is Pennzoil the primary provider of natural gas derived oil in the automotive industry right now?
Yes, we are the guys that's doing that. We have the patents.
Though the technology's been there a long time, you guys are the ones that are big in the market.
We've been in the market for generations.
Right. Well, I ask you about the Mobile One because my Corvette, now, mind you, the Corvette is 20 years old, but it has on the oil filler cap used Mobile One.
It's been there since 1994. Okay. I'm telling you.
And so
right down that valve cover.
And so if I wanted to change and not use Mobile One, I could switch over to the Ultra, whatever it is.
Ultra.
You can use the Ultra Platinum 5W30 because that's what's going in your vet.
Okay, and it wouldn't hurt the warranty if I had such a thing.
No. Hey, that 4718 spec that's been around for Corvettes for many years. That's what came out in the mid 90s. 4718M. That's the GM synthetic oil spec for your Corvettes. Blown that out of the water many years ago.
Because I'll tell you, my dad. From this is way back in the 1950s now. He was a Texaco Haviland guy. 10W30. If it didn't have 10W30 in it, it wasn't worth
My
running.
dad as well, yeah.
Yeah. And so
you'd be hard pressed finding 1030 today.
Exactly.
Good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, and so when it came time for me to start owning cars, I kind of went in the Pennzoil direction. Mm-hmm. And somewhere along the way, I guess it was Corvette. I don't remember what it was, but somehow I thought, oh well, it says on the cap I need to use this particular brand, and I didn't even think that it would be okay to do switch brands, but now you're telling me it is okay.
No, it's simple.
It's no problem. Yeah. And some people say, if I switch, something's going to happen. Seals are going to leak and all.
Horse hockey.
No, just switch, use a good filter, cruise on down the boulevard.
Don's talking about his dad in old school. My dad would change the oil in the garage, and he would run 2 quarts of kerosene. He would fire up the car with kerosene to clean it out, and then drain that, and then put the oil back in.
Guys, I remember back in the day, I grew up in Virginia Beach, Virginia, and I got to tell you, we had NASCAR tracks, we had dragsters, but I just remember the old timers years ago. Oh man, I'm gonna pour kerosene or pour automatic transmission fluid down to clean it out.
Well, no, this was in the actual crankcase. You put the kerosene.
That's what I mean.
Not in the carburetor.
Wash it out.
Yeah.
No, we're talking poured it down to wash it out with the detergents and automatic. Right. No. So that was, you hear these things that the old guys used to do. Yeah, it works. Don't be pulling that stunt today.
But you were saying earlier that your Premium Ultra has a higher level of detergency, which answers all those questions. Because to me, oil, and I know for you it does a whole bunch of other things, but to me, oil does 3 things. It cools, it cleans, and it lubricates.
That's right.
Keep it simple. I know there's a bazillion other things, and there's
but those are the simple things that oil has to do.
Right.
It's simple as that. I'm telling you.
And part of the cleaning is a quality filter. If you're going out and buying a 79-cent filter, you're doing yourself a disfavor.
Well, and let me just throw this in there. I noticed in some of the stuff that we checked in on you about that there now is a Pennzoil Platinum that helps extend engine life and protects up to 15 years or 500,000 miles. Now, protection and actual oil changes are 2 different things. You don't need to run the same oil for 500,000 miles. I just wanted to make that clear.
You have to make that clear because some people literally read that, look at that and think, oh boy, I could just leave it in forever.
Yeah, I never have to change my oil.
Oh, let me tell you, I've heard that over the years because we've had like the 100,000 mile one and different things like that. And people, I can leave it. No, It's not. That's not how it's written there. Yeah. So we have to explain.
Read the whole thing.
Well, what is your opinion of some of these manufacturers that are going with the extended oil change intervals? 10,000 is pretty common, but now you're starting to see some going to 15 and 20,000.
Of course, as you see some of the European vehicles, but you got to look at it. Technology in motor oil is not the same as it was 15 years ago. You think about just 18 years ago, 3 months, 3,000 miles on the vehicles.
Right.
Right now, we're talking about like our motor oil and even including the other rest of the guys. You have to meet the new requirements, formulations, and these oils can do it. Think about it. The engineers, the OEMs engineers have already ran these engines through the mill with these oils under severe conditions. So again, look at it. Let me tell you this quick story. Just want to take about a second. Got a fellow who had an old Buick. We're talking like 1998 Buick LeSabre. Bought a brand. I'm telling you, but he bought a brand new LaCrosse. And this older gentleman is so used to changing it every 3 months, 3,000 miles. He calls me up and says, "Mike, I'm going crazy. What's wrong? My oil life indicator is showing I got 10% left, and I've already got almost 8,000 miles on this. I'm afraid." I said, look, the OEMs are stating that you can go that. It's not going to hurt anything. The motor oil definitely can do those requirements. Don't worry. If you want to change it sooner, go right ahead. Yeah, that's no problem.
It's a small insurance policy, but the thing about the extended oil change the customer has to be aware of, the owner's manual says check your oil level every time you fill up with oil. We started this conversation earlier talking about low-speed pre-ignition and how engines burn oil. Well, you got to check your level because if you're going to try and go 10,000 miles, you may come up short.
Yep. And today in the owner's manual,
and that's not the cause of the oil. That's just the natural function of the engine.
Right.
That's right. That's like BMW. They got in bold letters. You're going to be losing oil before you get to that 10,000 miles. And so you better add accordingly.
Right. People don't know that the W in the nomenclature stands for winter.
That's right. A lot of people still think it's weight, but it's winter. Think about it when that W came about the scene way back in the early 60s when they came out with the multi-viscosity motor oils.
Yep. Wow. They had the commercials with it. Yep.
Real quick, Michael, before we run out of time, you mentioned you were a drag racer. So were you out at the Spring Nationals this year in Baytown?
Look, let me tell you, I didn't make it this time because due to the fact of, the scare, what's going on. So I didn't. I'm usually always there at the Spring Nationals constantly. But I plan on being to the one because, guys, it's going to be the last one.
Yep.
The last one, they're going to close it down and put storage space out there.
And we'll be there live, and we want to invite you on the show when we're there live.
I will be right there, fellas.
We'll be inside the Top Eliminator Club.
Michael, we really appreciate your time today. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to meet you and talk to you, and we'll have to have you back on soon.
Oh, man, I love it. It's a pleasure to talk to you guys.
All right,
fellow gearheads, man.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks a lot.
You bet. Thank you.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool.
He's excited about his product, but you can also tell he's a car guy.
And he knows his product.
Oh, yeah, very well.
Okay, time now for the cruise-in calendar. We've got several of those coming up. As a matter of fact, tomorrow I'm going to make my way over to Craig Bierman's cruise-in called Chrome and Coffee over at the Prince's at the Sharpstown Golf Center, which is a city-owned park, but Prince's Hamburgers has a little hamburger stand there.
Cool.
The final Princes of all time. So Saturday, August 14th is going to be the Knights of Columbus Spring Fling in Rosenberg, Texas. Usually that's a very big turnout show, 250, 300 cars. Houston Cars and Cocktails at Little Woodrow's is going to be August 29th at 11 a.m. On September 18th, the North Houston Cruisers Charity Show for the Lone Survivors is going to be at Rudy's Barbecue on Highway 249 in Tomball, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. with awards given out for 60 plus categories, and it's going to be $20 to pre-register, $25 to register at the show. The 50th anniversary celebration of the Houston Community College Automotive program is going to be at the Northeast College Saturday, August 24th. That's 8001 Fulton Street. Setup for cars will be from 9:30 to 10:30, and then they'll have the awards and stuff will be given out at 1:30.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Lots of stuff coming up.
Time now for this hour's car review. Got to take a look at the 2021 Acura TLX.
All right.
Available trim levels: the base, the technology, the A-Spec, the Advance, and the Type S. Our reviewed trim level was the SH all-wheel drive A-Spec.
Super handling.
It's a good car.
What size and class? It is called a compact sedan, according to your government document that gets stuck
Really?
stuck to the window. How many passengers? 4, kind of. Exterior changes from last model year, all new for 2021. Exterior features include a longer, lower stance, along with a wider hood. It has absolutely the very latest. I can't even read my own
Super
writing.
sculptured front end on it.
Yeah, cutting edge look from Japan. Sexy grille that's proportionate in size with other elements of the front end. Hello, Lexus. Great wheel options with trim packages. What I liked about it, wow, it's one good-looking car, I think. What could use improvement? Huge question mark there because I don't know. Interior highlights kind of reflect the same with the exterior. Highly sculpted dash, great high-quality materials, highly bolstered seats, driver-centric layout. Look at that dashboard. Talk about some eye candy there. Cargo trunk room, small but adequate. Remember, this is a compact car. What I liked about it, the best-looking interior of the year.
Really?
That's my award.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely the best-looking interior of the year. What could use improvement? That darn touchpad-controlled infotainment thing, I don't know what the attraction to that is. All it really does is it puts the screen, as you can see on the picture there, way back on the top of the dash, too far away for a touch screen.
Yeah, it looks like you got to really reach
So
for it.
everybody and his mother is going with these touch pads. It adds another element of complexity
Well,
to getting to
distraction, too.
move
Distraction,
the
yeah.
damned radio station. To do any kind of thing through the infotainment system, and these days almost everything about the car is done through the infotainment system.
Yeah,
it
right.
just adds an extra element. You have to take your eyes off the road. Now I got to concentrate on where my finger is on the pad. I got to get the little cursor to move down to what I want it to do. It's too distracting, and it's
Yeah.
a pain in the butt. Go away from that.
Tell us what you think, Tom.
Yeah.
2-liter turbo 4-cylinder that turns out 272 horsepower.
Wow.
Yeah. 280 pound-feet of torque through a 10-speed automatic transmission. This thing
That's a
hauls
motor
butt.
scooter.
Now, understand that this is the base engine. The high-performance V6, the turbocharged V6, over 350 horsepower. Hello.
Yeah, wow.
Got 21 miles per gallon city, 29 highway for combined to 24. I got 26.8 because
Nice.
of my old decrepit poor foot. That was over 404 miles. What I liked about it, the nice power match with the 10-speed automatic transmission. This is Japanese cutting-edge technology in a really slick-looking package. What
Yeah.
could use improvement? Me getting the optional Type S with the 3-liter V6 with 355 horsepower.
Hello, Acura.
That could use improvement. So get me one of those.
But you love this car.
Just saying. Yes.
It's good looking.
Ride and handling, the all-wheel drive, it rocks that cornering, man.
Well, and the super handling all-wheel drive is the other key because you get some rear steer out of that.
Yeah, what could use improvement? Race tires. That's what it needs. It's all that it needs. Base trim price $46,250, which in my estimation ain't bad.
No.
Prices tested $47,275.
Oh, that's
worth
even better,
every
yeah.
bit of that. Base model, if you just want to get into one of these, is $37,500. I was really surprised at that.
Right in the sweet spot.
Yep. Competitors include the Audi A4 for $39,100, the BMW 3 Series for $41,250, and the Mercedes-Benz C-Class for $45,625. This is a bargain. If you like Japanese cutting edge, this is your ticket, baby. The In Wheel Time Car Show streams on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and InWheelTime.com. Podcasts are available from your favorite podcast source. The In Wheel Time Car Show continues right after this quick break.
When you're ready to shop Chevrolet, we know one that should be at the top of your list. Bayway. Locally owned by Houston-born and raised Daryl Wisniewski, Bayway brings a sense of family to your Chevrolet buying experience. When you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, you now have a place to go. General Manager Lincoln Stahl guarantees Bayway will beat any competitor's written price on the new vehicle you choose or pay you $1,000. Bayway Chevrolet is located only 8 minutes from the Beltway and Highway 288. Whether it's online or in person, you'll be welcome like one of the family. BaywayChevrolet.com. Tailpipes and Tacos, Houston's premier monthly car cruise-in, returns Saturday, August 21st at 2 Loopy Tortilla Mexican restaurants in Katy and inside the Loop on the Southwest Freeway near Kirby. Tailpipes and Tacos is free and everyone is invited. You'll see collector cars, hot rods, customs, magnificent originals, and resto mods at 2 locations. Cars from all over Southeast Texas cruise in and show off in a friends and family event at the Loopy Tortilla Mexican Restaurant on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard just south of I-10 in Katy, and inside the Loop on the Southwest Freeway near Kirby. Drag racer, car enthusiast, and Loopy founder Stan Holt brings you Houston's hottest cruise-in. Tailpipes and Tacos at Loopy's inside the Loop on the Southwest Freeway in Kirby, and in Katy on the Grand Parkway just south of I-10, where you'll see the In Wheel Time Car Show. Get your ride ready and we'll see you at the Tailpipes and Tacos Saturday morning cruise-in at Loopy's in Katy and Kirby, August 21st, 8 to 11 a.m., weather permitting. You see all the new ceramic car wash cleaners on TV now, but John Gray at Gulf Coast Auto Shield has been using ceramic coatings on Houston's most expensive cars for years, and he'll tell you that nothing beats the real thing. Gulf Coast Auto Shield installs a coating over your paint that actually comes with a warranty. If you just picked up your Lambo, your Aston Martin, Porsche, Ferrari, any other exotic car, chances are your car will have company that have already found Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Now, you don't have to own an exotic. Maybe you got a truck, an SUV, or even an older vehicle that needs a little love. Well, let John Gray give it a look and give you an estimate on refurbishing that paint and making your vehicle look new again. How about getting a gift certificate for the wife's birthday or anniversary from Gulf Coast Auto Shield and tell her, honey, I know you love your car, so why don't we get it looking new again? It'll be the best gift ever, one that she'll never forget. Get hold of John Gray at gcautoshield.com or give him a call, 832-264-0670. Gulf Coast Auto Shield.